How much do you love your freedom, right? It's either you want your freedom or you don't. Because if you come here and you do any of that, the chances of you getting away with it are slim.
That's how one Sikeston resident describes the message sent by the law enforcement technology blanketing his community. It's one reason why violent crime numbers are on pace to hit a 3-year low. But can police build the trust needed to turn those numbers into real positive change? Last month's tragic murder of a 14-year-old in Sikeston marked the city's first homicide in nearly 2 years.
According to data from the Missouri State Highway Patrol, violent crime in Sikeston has been declining for the last few years. The city saw a nearly 33% drop from 2023 to last year, and so far this year it's down 24%. Violent crimes include homicides, assaults, crimes involving weapons, and domestic assaults. Now, DPS Chief James McMillan wanted to share the news of a safer Sikeston, but he also agreed to talk to me about his department, the technology, the strategies, its reputation, what's not working, and what he hopes to change. Here's an in-depth look at what I learned. Members of the elite Heat basketball team warm up this Sikeston gym on a cool November evening. The sound of these shots, a welcome change in a part of town more accustomed in the past to shots like these. This police video comes from September 2023 at the intersection of Branham and Malone, in a section of the city the Sikeston Department of Public Safety calls District 1. It's the same area where Coach Julian Beard's players take to the court and where many of them live.
Each marker is an incident of gunfire that was captured by ShotSpotter and reported to us.
The ShotSpotter system at DPS has covered a 2-mile section of District 1 since February 2024. It's one reason why Chief James McMillan believes they've seen such a significant drop in violent crime.
I think that is what's happening. Our investigators are very adept in using this technology. To make these cases. Sharing that information with patrol and patrol going out and hitting these areas where we're seeing violence happening.
How much would you say of the city of Sikeston is covered in that zone?
Probably 40%.
Detective Josh Golightly explains how they decided where ShotSpotter would operate.
We gave them some of our crime data, showed them where our highest crime areas were. It was important to include our schools in our coverage zone.
When an incident of gunfire happens within ShotSpotter's range, every DPS officer gets an alert on their cell phone and mobile computer.
We call it cop to dot. The sensors are triangulating where the gunfires happened, and within, I think it's 50 feet, they can see where we're going to find possible evidence, shell casings and stuff like that.
DPS uses ShotSpotter, along with flock license plate cameras and the city's massive camera system, in what's called hotspot policing, where crime data, including videos that sometimes capture crimes as they happen, leads to targeted patrols and extra enforcement in select parts of town.
We're using our police resources more effectively, I think.
It would be like in this area somewhere.
Right in the middle.
Yep.
Oh, I ain't got looked at it. I was with you. Yeah.
These Sikeston residents all have a connection to the District 1 hotspot. Does your community feel safer right now? Yes, no, maybe?
I believe so.
Yes.
I feel that it has been a change over the last few years.
I haven't been hearing gunshots as much as I normally did.
Loria Knox spent 20 years as a DPS officer and remains extremely active in her community.
I saw a lot, you know, in the fact that we're between St. Louis and Memphis. A lot of criminals think it's a place to come and kind of set up because we're so country here or whatever, but I think they find out not so much. But there's a big difference from in the early 2000s to now. I feel safer.
For Coach Beard, the drop in crime means safety and peace of mind for many of his players.
That's all we want. We just want to give the youth a chance to, live life.
Everyone here is well aware of the ShotSpotter system.
I really love what they got going on.
Lori Mitchell says her only complaint about ShotSpotter is that it did not get to Sikeston sooner.
My son's name is Marcus Dixon. He was 24, great dad, a great person.
Mitchell's only son was shot to death in 2019. Since then, she has dedicated herself to educating people on gun violence and believes ShotSpotter is saving lives.
You call the police now, you don't even have to call really, because they're coming. It's catching everything.
But there can be another side to hotspot policing. Has anyone ever accused the department of profiling them or profiling their community?
We've heard that from time to time. I mean, you know, but our philosophy is we're going to go where the crime is. That's what we do. And it makes no sense for us to patrol areas where we're not seeing that crime.
At the same time, McMillan says he spent the last 6 years trying to build a different culture within his department.
Law enforcement officers really get into the vehicle pursuits, the arrests, you know, and crime enforcement and chasing the bad guys, right? That's certainly an aspect of policing, but policing as a whole, and it always has been, is really understanding your community, developing those relationships, and building that trust.
And after 27 years with DPS, McMillan knew that would not be an easy task.
Several years ago, we'd have murders that would take place. Numerous people out there, they see it happen, no one's talking to us, and it was then I realized that we had a serious problem.
Now, the department's efforts to meet that problem head on have drawn both praise and criticism from the community. More on that when we come back.